Humans of Earth, welcome back to JRE in a nutshell. We have today a conversation with Billy Walters, who is the most successful sports betting person in history in the world, whatever. So, pretty interesting person, all in all, but I don't think you will be happy with my opinion of this interview. But before we go there, please don't forget to like, subscribe, click on that bell. I am on this social media, all of it. So share whichever you like the most or your poison is the one that you like. Please share with your friends. And yeah, let's keep this channel going. Cool. So, the conversation with Billy Walters. It started with the sports betting in general, gambling, bookkeeping, whatever you want to call it, but mostly talking about the NFL. And it was actually interesting because he begins. I don't remember if it's really at the beginning, but he says at some point that NFL betting is one of the probably the most difficult sports betting that there is. So most people don't even do it, but most of the conversation was about NFL betting. So like, dude, the niche goes a lot smaller if you then you can also speak about betting in general. They also talk about corrupt referees and all of this point shaving, and that part was really really interesting. And they move of course about fighting. Joe cannot stop talking about fighting, so they talk about the bad judgments, bad judges or bad decisions, let's say, in MMA or in boxing also. And it was extremely frustrating because they speak about other examples of fights where the judgment was terrible, let's say. And they don't speak about the fucking Ngannou and Fury fight that was, I don't want to say that the biggest robbery in boxing. I don't want to say that, but this year for sure, the biggest robbery in boxing this year, 100%, 100%. And he has spoken about it a lot. So yeah, but I guess he forgot, whatever. But it would have been a really great example. For a little bit, they talk about southpaw people or left-handed people, which I know nobody gives a shit except me because I'm left-handed. So I was like, fuck yeah, left-handed people. So yeah, and then is the part that I start not liking is his talks about his experience or his why he ended up going to prison a couple years ago, 3, 4, 5 years ago, I don't know. And man, he drags on and very detailed. And you will see in the timestamps, by the way. You know that the timestamps are always in the description, so you can check it out. From 1 hour 30 to 2 hours, there is no other topic. It's just him talking about how he ended up in prison. Yeah, it's unfair. It was a shitty situation. It was not fair. He shouldn't have gone to prison. All that is understandable. But yeah, kind of boring. So they finish. That was basically the last topic of conversation, and they finish about his book, a book he wrote, and of course about the audiobook. You know that Joe likes it when the guy who writes the book also records the audiobook. So they end up talking about that, and yeah, that's it. It started kind of cool. I would have given it maybe 3 and a half at the beginning, but man, like this guy drank on a little bit too much. I gave it 2.5 knots, and yeah, the beginning, check it out. I would recommend you to listen until he starts talking about his thing. Unless you're interested about that, then cool. But until 1.5 hours, from 0 to 1.5 hours, it's like a 3.5 knot interview. So you can check that one out. So thank you, and don't forget again to subscribe and click on the bell and all that cool shit. Like it and tell your friends and all that cool shit. I always forget, but I wanna try to speak about in every episode and say that I have no association with Joe Rogan. My opinions are not his opinions, and yeah, I have no fucking idea about anything that he does behind cameras. I only know what you know, which is what is show live. And as as well, all the links, all the timestamps, all the sources, everything, all the information that has to do with this interview, it's always in the description, always. So don't forget that. So cool. Thank you very much, everybody. And the interview with Tom Green was already about an hour ago before I filmed this, has been posted. So I will see you tomorrow with that one. Cheers.